Hi, I'm Wilbert Mutoko. I hope you have already subscribed to my YouTube channel. It's called Dr. Wilbert Mutoko. Thank you so much. Remember, after subscribing, you need to click the notification button so that the next time I upload a video on my YouTube channel, you'll be the first to get it. Today, I want to share with you the lessons that I learned from running a flea market business. So in 1997, when I was a student teacher, I started the business of buying and selling used clothes. So I would go to a certain city and I would buy used clothes from there and I would come and sell them. I was going door to door. So my business model that time was that I would go door to door and I would sell on credit and then people would pay me month end. After some time, I think things were going very well. I liked what I was doing. And then after some time, I decided to grow my business further. So I looked for a flea marketplace in a small town that was nearby. So I went there, found a place where people were selling clothes, and I greeted them nicely, and then I also decided, okay, I'm gonna put my own flea market here. And what did I do? I looked for a young man to go and work at my flea market. Puppet is going big. From selling door to door, now I have a flea market. That is me. I was excited. But I later, thought about it, after learning a lot about business and after being mentored by other people who understand business better and after reading quite a number of books, you now realize that there was a lot that I didn't understand then. So what did I do? I hired this guy, put him there at the market, and he was selling. For the whole month, the money that he made was very little. And I was very disappointed with him. I said, this boy doesn't know what he's doing. How can, I've been selling door to door and I've been making money. This boy, I'm paying him a salary. I put him at the flea market and look at him, he's not bringing any money. I was disappointed in him. But he was a nice young man. What could have happened? I sat down with him and he also didn't understand what was happening. Others were happy. Each time I passed by that flea market once in a while, I would see that other people are happy. You see, during lunch hour, they actually buy food from the restaurants. And I'm like, you see, these people are making money. That's why they can afford to buy food from restaurants and stuff like that. To cut the story long short, I took a leave and then I sat there by myself and I tried to sell and people were not buying. What did I do? For me, I thought it was just about the quality of the product and then the price. So I reduced the prices very well. The quality of the used clothes was good enough. It was very good. Actually, my clothes were better than some of the people who were selling there. So I thought one time people will be rushing. So I tried to use my, if you know the 7 P's of marketing, I will not touch many of them here, but you can already understand if you know the 7 P's of marketing, I'm talking about the product quality, the product P, and then I'm talking about the price, and I'm talking about promotion. So what did I do? I wrote the prices of the clothes. Because everybody else who was selling at that flea market did not put prices. So I thought people are just passing by and not buying our clothes because they have no prices. I need to be innovative and creative. Little did I know, it still didn't work. People will come, they will touch my clothes, they say they are very nice, I like the quality, and then they go ahead and say, even the price is reasonable, I shall come back. And they never came back. I was there. Nothing was working. My employee didn't perform. I didn't perform. What was it? To cut the long story short, I closed the flea market. Now, in retrospect, when I look back, these are some of the things that I should have learned. That business is not always about the product. Business is not always about the price. There are other things to look at as well. For example, people. That's another P. People. The person that I hired did not have experience or qualifications in that area. Sometimes we complain that things are not working because we have put together a team that is not qualified, that is not experienced. We need to learn something from the big organizations. They never hire someone without experience. They never hire somebody who doesn't have the relevant qualifications. But for me, no qualifications, no experience. But I hired this guy and put him there. And even myself, I was not experienced with selling at the flea market. I had experience selling door to door on credit. So the number one mistake I made is the person that I hired was not experienced. At least if he was experienced, he was going to actually help me to say, no, this is how things work. That was my number one mistake. The second mistake I made is that obviously I was not patient enough and I didn't persevere enough, because after 2 months, I closed the flea market. I know there are some of you also who started some businesses and you stopped. You were not willing to go the extra mile to learn more about the business. That was my second mistake. The third mistake is that I didn't understand the business model. What I was doing selling door to door and getting my money paid at the end of the month, like on credit, was working. But on the flea market, it was different. I didn't understand what the other people were doing at the flea market. The fourth mistake I made is that I looked at those who were eating food from restaurants and stuff like that, and I assumed that it was money they were making at the flea market. Who knows? Maybe it was their husbands or their wives who was buying for them. Maybe they had other businesses elsewhere, and I compared myself to them. All right? The other mistake that I also learned from this flea market business is that I didn't understand the market. The market was different. This was a small town. One would call it a small agricultural town. It was surrounded by farmers. So those farmers and their employees, the only time they will be able to buy my clothes was not even month end, but the first week of the month after they have gotten their salaries, because in most farms people get their salaries either exactly month end or the week after month end. And I didn't understand all that, and my flea market had to close. What are some of the mistakes you have made in business? Please leave a comment and like and share, and remember to subscribe. Thank you very much. Wilbert Mutoko is my name. I love you. Bye-bye.